Hey guys, 7W Rocks here, and just got finished with a new Flash episode, and I'm here to review it. So if you did click on this, I know there's a lot of Flash reviews, and a lot of people really know what they're talking about on this show. But I love doing this, so thank you so much for clicking on this video. This will be me reviewing Season 2, Episode 6, titled Enter Zoom. And just quick overview, wasn't the greatest episode. I feel like towards the if it hadn't been for the end, it would have been a filler episode. Not a lot of action until the last 10 minutes. With the last 10 minutes were freaking awesome. Dear Lord, what an ending. So leading up to that point, it wasn't the greatest, but it's still a good episode nonetheless. We learned a lot of things. So basically, they had captured Dr. Light, and she had told her story at the beginning of the episode, or it showed Dr. Light kind of defeating Flash, ripping off his emblem, his like chest, plate thing or whatever. And so it's at 72 hours earlier. So we were going to see, how did they get up to that point. But if you watched the preview for this week's episode, you already knew it was a trick. So basically, they had Dr. Light captured, and she said she was there supposed to kill Barry, but she just wanted to kill her twin, her Earth 1 person, so she could just get away from Zoom and just live her life. So that's what she wanted. But Barry said, you know what, we can use you to fight Zoom and trick him, but she wasn't about that. She ends up escaping. She turns invisible. Patty actually mentioned this earlier in the episode, talking to Joe, saying she was going through all this stuff that Dr. Light could do. She said maybe she could turn invisible. Sure enough, she turns invisible, escapes from Star Labs, and she's out the door before Flash can get to her. Next, Cisco tries to use his new powers. He tries to vibe Harrison Wells because most of the characters are still not sure with him. Joe, Caitlin, and Cisco specifically. They're not sure about him, so Cisco does vibe him. At first, it doesn't work, but the second time, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'll just say it now. When he vibes him, he sees that his daughter, Jesse Quick, is a prisoner from Zoom. She's locked up, and Zoom has her. So that's how he sees what Harrison Wells is dealing with at the moment, really. Next, Barry realizes that he can use Linda as bait. Since Zoom is after Dr. Light, why not just use the girl that looks exactly like her? So they're going to use Linda as bait. We get some montages with her where she's trying to use the powers, to use the gloves to shine light, and she's horrible at it, awful. She's finally able to kind of get the hang of it, but they can tell it's not going to work, this whole plan. Joe confronts Barry a lot during this episode, basically, saying, does he feel, cheated that Eddie was able to, end Reverse Flash and Barry wasn't able to. But the whole thing is Barry just is mad because Harrison Wells, right, or after he died, showing that video, said that that Barry will never be happy, and he's scared about that, and that leads him to kissing Patty because that's what makes him happy. So Barry's getting some. I'm happy for him. It's kind of ironic if you think about it. Joe's daughter and stepson, Barry, whatever, they've both had relationships with his partners. So that's kind of weird to think about, but whatever. So Flash and Dr. Light have a fight to bait out Zoom to come for them, and it's a comedy fight. It's nothing to be even cool. Horrible dialogue. It's supposed to be, not like on the writer's part, but it's supposed to be they're saying like Dr. Light's like, I'm gonna kill you, and Flash is like, nuh I'm too fast. It's just horrible dialogue, just a crappy, setup. And she like shoots Flash, misses completely, so he just acts fallen and he acts like it hurt him. It hurt him. And so they just sit there for like an hour, basically, waiting for Zoom to pop up. Zoom never does, because I think Zoom's not stupid. But yeah, that was funny, but I was ready for some action in this episode. I forgot to mention during these like training montages, Linda's not really confident in herself and her ability to successfully run this plan. So Barry reveals himself that he is the Flash, and to gain her trust, to give her some confidence, which was cool. So a lot of people know he's the Flash now. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see where it goes though. Now that I guess Linda's part of the team, but Linda and Iris are at the office, and Linda's kind of upset that her part of the plan didn't really work out. They weren't able to bait Zoom, and Iris says, we're gonna get him, we're gonna find him. So Linda ends up leaving the office, and sure enough, Zoom finds her, grabs her, kidnaps her, races up to the Star Labs roof, and Flash runs up to her, make the save. So Zoom has her, and he says, you like to bait people, so do I. So he drops Linda off the roof. Flash runs down, makes the save, and it's finally that showdown we got. So the last 10 minutes really, really heated up and were awesome. So it was the big Zoom versus Flash, their first fight, their first face-to-face confrontation. Flash runs around Star-Labs, runs around to throw that lightning bolt, and I was like, he's going to catch it. Throws the lightning bolt right at Zoom. Yeah, Zoom jumps up, catches it, throws it back at him. Just direct hit on Flash, which is, crazy. It shows this is a villain to be reckoned with. I mean, Reverse Flash had the mind games, but Zoom, he's like this, I don't want to say like demonic, but he's just like crazy dark character. So I really like it. I think it's something new. This big, huge guy. He beats the crap out of Flash. So basically, they run up the building of Star-Labs all the way into the sky, where they're able to do like a fight in the sky, which was really cool. So they're fighting in the sky, trading shots, trading blows. They fall back down. Zoom has him on the ground, and Harrison Wells, he has a gun that they had been working on. He was going to use it. It would be able to slow down Zoom's speed. So he shoots it at Zoom without, Zoom's not looking. He's looking at Flash. Zoom catches it, stabs it into Barry, hurting him, almost killing him in the process. He's able to rip it out, and he says, Harrison, you're next. So he takes Barry off with him. We don't know where he's going. He goes back to the office, Iris and Linda's office. While video cameras are present, while they're recording this, he's saying, this is your hero. Yeah, look at him. He's nothing. Takes him to the police department. They all start firing all the cops start firing at him. Catches every single bullet. Just holds it there, drops all the bullets as they look up at him like, we are screwed. This has gone so bad. And once again, basically says, this is your hero. He's nothing. Look at him. I've destroyed him. Takes him back to Star-Labs. And, he says, I'm going to destroy, everything. I've taken everything from Barry. He's nothing, blah, blah, blah. Rips off his mask and how he's the force to be reckoned with. He is the fastest man alive. You can't stop him. Cisco's able to get a shot off to slow him down, hits him. He lets out a scream of pain, which I didn't really get. I mean, he did that whole thing. Harrison Wells just shot him. He was able to catch it, saying, you forgot, I'm the fastest man alive. Stabbing into Barry. And Cisco gets a shot off. I don't really know how I feel about that. Yeah, it makes sense, because he was about to kill Barry right there. So once he gets shot, he's able to rip it out and run off. But I was like, yeah, he just proved that he's like the fastest man alive, and you just had Cisco shoot him right then and there. So that I was a little disappointed on. But Barry is okay. He was in the emergency room. He woke up from it. It looked like he was about to die. Like I thought they were gonna pull an arrow where they were gonna kill off Barry somehow. But yeah, I didn't know where they were going from there. So next was they showed the Flash on the screen. Yeah, so Flash was on the screen, and they came back for that, like after credits scene, I guess. And it showed Flash in the Barry, in the not hospital, but he was in like a hospital bed. Caitlin, Cisco said, you're fine. Just because you heal so fast, you're gonna be fine. But if you didn't heal so fast, we'd be really worried. And Flash trying to get up because he, wants to fight Zoom, and they're like, let's bring it down a notch. We'll get Zoom next time. And Barry's like, no, guys, I can't feel my legs. So Barry cannot feel his legs for this next episode, it looks like. The next episode is called Guerrilla Warfare, so Gorilla Graw's in it. I'm really happy about that. I freaking loved him from Season 1. But Barry can't feel his legs, so how is this guy going to defeat Gorilla Grodd? We'll have to find out. We'll have to wait to find out. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WRocks. I really enjoy doing these reviews. This is awesome, and I know I'm not the best at it. I'm not the best speaker in front of the camera and such, and I don't know the most about, the show. But I really do enjoy doing these, so thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, got the Arrow review coming, so I will be reviewing the Arrow episode. I'm really excited for that as well. So thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments section down below. Probably not the best, but the ending really, really picked up. So thank you so much for watching, and Zoom, definitely a force to be reckoned with. So thank you, and as always, have a nice day, and please, watch my Arrow review tomorrow. So thanks so much for watching. As always, have a nice day.